Stories of Sodor, Episode 1. Up Goes the Diesel. Written and narrated by Ivo Hugh Adventures. Duck was proud of being Great Western, and bragged endlessly about it. When he was doing his work, having a chat with other engines, and even in his sleep. A visitor came to the railway. Duck had to go meet him. Duck arrived at Titmuss sheds to see the three big engines, so top and hat, and a diesel that he never saw before. Duck. Please show Diesel around. Okay, sir? We Diesels don't need to learn. We are revolutionary. Revolutionary, mate. Revolutionary. Oh, alright. Alright, so we're here at Network. I could tell. Alright, so why don't you go shop my goods train while I go shop Gordon's coaches? Sure thing. When he came back from shutting Gordon's Express, he found Diesel trying to move an old empty lot of trucks. The trucks were never touched for several years, and they were old and empty. Diesel started to pull. Eventually, the brakes jammed in their sleepers, and the trucks tipped over and smashed into smithereens. Duck found it hilarious. Diesel had to move the lots. He hated it. The trucks sang songs rooting loudly. Diesel thought how he can get back at Duck for making fun of him. Yes. I'll get into trouble if I give false information to the trucks and let them spread to the bigger engines. Trucks, can you keep a secret? Yes. Duck called Henry Road Square Wheels because he has trouble pulling the trucks down the hill, causing his wheels to go flat. And he called James Rusty Red Scrap Iron after Edward caught up and stopped him from a runaway. He called Gordon a galloping sausage because the water fell on his boiler, causing it to sizzle like sausages in a frying pan. And the way his side rods are mounted to his wheels, looking like he's a galloping horse. Duck was tired out. He wanted the rest of Titmuss sheds. Duck was tired out. He wanted the rest of Titmuss sheds, but he couldn't because the bigger engines were blocking the way. You told tales to us, you talk tales to us, you talk tales to the trucks. No I didn't. Yes you did. No I didn't. Yes you did. So soon as up and hat, the argument. Silence! We boomed. What's going on then? Duck's been telling lies to us, but Duck is telling lies about us. Is this true, Duck? Oh, heavens no, sir. It's not like Duck to do such a thing. Oh, I'm sorry, Duck, but you'll have to go help Edward for a while. Duck sadly went away, while Diesel smirked. Then suddenly, Sir Tophat whipped around. Diesel, I do not like engines telling lies about each other. You're gonna be sent away immediately. Diesel was horrified. He didn't think Sir Top and Hat would figure out that fast. Diesel, defeated, went back to the mainland. Duck puffed sadly to Edward Station. It's not fair, he complained. Diesel's been telling lies about us, about me, and make all the big engines and Sir Top and Hat think I'm forward. I know you're on, and so does Sir Top and Hat. You wait and see. Why don't you help me with the trucks? Duck felt happier working with Edward, and soon set to work. The trucks were silly and noisy, and the two engines had puffed and huffed to take them in order. When Edward was clear enough to when Edward was ready enough to take the train on, he whistled to Duck, and Duck finished. It's not fair, Duck complained. Diesel has been telling lies about me, and all the engines think I'm hard. I know you're on, said Edward. And you wait and see. Why don't you help me with these trucks? Duck liked working with Edward. Eventually, though, they got to the big hill. They were busy pushing and pulling the trucks over the hill. Once done, Duck whistled goodbye. Duck lay coasting down the hill, whistling wonderfully, crossing the level points. Then suddenly he heard a guard's warning whistle. "What are we having, the guard?" said the driver. Then suddenly, "Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah!" laughed the trucks. "We're broken away, we're broken away, we're broken away. Chase him, bump him, throw him off the rails," they yelled. "Hurry, Duck, hurry!" shouted the driver, and put Duck's throttle to max. Duck started speeding down the line, but the trucks were catching up. They thundered through Edward Station. They dashed under a bridge, and finally the trucks caught up. Another clear mile and we do it. "Oh, glory, look at that!" Dr. James was pulling out on the line in the station ahead. "Any minute there could be a crash." "It's up to you now, Duck," said the driver. Duck put every ounce in weight and steam against the trucks. "It's too late," he groaned and shut his eyes. He flew through a siding. Revolver said shot. Duck smashed through the buffers, across the road, through the bush, and crashed through the wall. When Duck opened his eyes, he saw that he'd stopped just a few feet before the customer. "Beg pardon," he said. "Sorry for my intrusion." "I won't," said the barber. "You have threatened my customers, and you could have killed them. I'll teach you." And he smirched his mother Duck's face all over. Poor Duck. The rescue team arrived to clear up the mess. "I don't like engines popping through my walls," said the barber. "I'm sorry for the inconvenience. You must know that this engine and its crew had prevented a very nasty accident. It was a really close save." I'm sorry." He filled a bucket and bowl of water and washed Duck's face. "I'm sorry, I didn't know you were being the brave engine." I didn't know either." Thomas and James attached a rope to Thomas and James, and then he pulled Duck out. When you're washed and mended, you're coming home." "You mean the yard, sir?" said Duck. They don't like me. They like Diesel." "I never believed Diesel, so I'm sending him away." The engines are sorry and they want you home. There was a big welcome to Dock the Great Western engine.